Economic growth has slowed. GDP contracted by 0.3% in the third quarter, largely due to the agriculture industry. The sector had a tough few months. It's recorded its second consecutive decline, falling close to 29% in the quarter. And that's as drought plagued the production of field crops such as maize, soybeans, wheat and sunflower. According to Stats SA, it's not all bad news. Finance was the largest positive contributor during the period, pushed higher by banking, insurance, real estate and other business services. Motorists are in for an expensive festive season. The Department of Mineral Resources and Energy have announced higher than expected increases for December's petrol and diesel prices. The retail prices of petrol will go up by 17 cents per litre and the wholesale price of diesel will increase by around 55 cents. Those hikes have been attributed to the rand depreciating against the dollar during the period under review and the international price of diesel increasing. South African REITs are poised for growth in 2025. The sector made a strong recovery in October and outpaced other asset classes with a year-to-date return of 34%. The SA REIT Association says the ongoing strengthening of property fundamentals, along with rising demand and declining interest rates, will position REITs for a strong growth trajectory. It's added that expectations of additional interest rate cuts has further bolstered investor confidence and sentiment. Satisfactory. That's how Capital Appreciations described its half-year performance. The fintech groups posted a rise in revenue, but headline earnings came in 8% weaker for the period. Capital Appreciation says the trading environment was marred by ongoing low business confidence and sluggish economic growth. But it's added that the second quarter showed a marked improvement in sentiment with a revitalized interest in its products and services. It's declared a payout of 4.5 cents. That's nearly 6% higher than the prior period. Exxaro's flagged lower annual production. The resources groups shared a pre-financial close update, which shows that thermal coal production is expected to be 6% lower than the previous year. That's mainly due to declining Eskom demand in the Waterberg region and lower offtake at Leeupan in Mpumalanga. Exxaro's also commented on its capital allocation program, saying capex for the coal business will decline by about 11% amid lower sustaining capital spend at Grootegeluk. Its net cash balance stood at 16 billion rand at the end of October, and Exxaro says it plans to retain cash of up to 15 billion rand to fund its growth plans. Further afield, the US's latest measures against China's semiconductor industry spells renewed trouble for chip makers. Here's more detail in this package report.
The US launched yet another crackdown on China's semiconductor industry. It's the third such move in 3 years and curbs exports to 140 companies. Those targeted include chip equipment maker Naura Technology Group, as well as other Chinese market leaders. The export restrictions also take aim at shipments of advanced memory chips and more chip-making tools to China. The move is one of the Biden administration's last large-scale efforts to weaken China's ability to access and produce chips. It comes just weeks before the swearing-in of Republican President-elect Donald Trump. He is expected to retain many of Biden's tough-on-China measures. Washington believes Beijing could use chips to advance AI for military applications and threaten US national security. The latest package includes curbs on China-bound shipments of high-bandwidth memory chips, which are critical for high-end applications like AI training. Chinese companies facing new restrictions include nearly 24 semiconductor companies. 2 investment companies and over 100 chip-making toolmakers also face being hit. Some of the impacted firms work with China's Huawei Technologies. The tech giant has faced US sanctions for years and is now at the centre of China's advanced chip production and development. Beijing argued the US move undermined the international economic trade order and disrupted global supply chains. It further said China will take measures to safeguard the rights and interests of its firms. On Tuesday, Beijing responded with export restrictions of its own. It said it would ban the export of dual-use items related to gallium, germanium, antimony and superhard materials to the US with immediate effect. China has stepped up its drive to become self-sufficient in the semiconductor sector in recent years, but it's still well behind chip industry leaders like Nvidia in AI chips and chip equipment maker ASML in the Netherlands.
And a Delaware court has ruled against Elon Musk's $56 billion Tesla pay package, this despite shareholders in the company having voted otherwise. Let's take a look at this report.
Elon Musk still can't have his $56 billion pay package. That was the ruling from a Delaware judge. The case involves the largest ever compensation package at a US public company. It also comes after Musk has become a close advisor of President-elect Donald Trump and has been tasked to help slash US government bureaucracy. The same judge, Chancellor Kathleen McCormick, in January deemed the $56 billion pay package from Tesla excessive and rescinded it. Then in June, Tesla shareholders voted in favor of reinstating Musk's compensation. The automaker has said in court filings that McCormick should recognize the vote. But her 101-page opinion Monday said a ratification vote like the one Tesla used in June had to be conducted before the trial, and that Tesla's board was not entitled to hit reset to restore Musk's pay package. Many small-time investors and Musk fans promptly criticized the decision on social media, while Tesla said it would appeal. McCormick also blocked lawyers who brought the case from getting the $6 billion in fees they had demanded. Instead, she ordered Tesla to pay the attorneys $345 million, still one of the largest ever awards in securities litigation. The sum of Musk's pay package has actually risen in line with Tesla shares, which have surged since Trump's election to office. His compensation is now worth about $101 billion.